Today on Eagle Nation News, we have an episode full of heart. First, we head to Pinspiration Prosper to see their craft experience. Next, we find out our baseball team's plan for success. And finally, we take a look at our ceramics teacher's own pottery business. All of this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Nuala Adams.
And I'm Maddie Kep. Bringing this week's news, ENN starts right now. Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us again here at Studio 301.
Today is Friday, February 7th, and for today's weather, we have some cloudy skies. The high is 64 with a low of 47 and 82% humidity.
This warmer weather has been amazing. I've even had to pull out some of my summer clothes. The higher temperatures have definitely been a shock.
And today we are wearing red for American Heart Month, which is being represented by a special group of students. Isabel Moulter sits down with a PHS Heart Club.
Her dad is a anesthesiologist.
As February marks the start of American Heart Month, one PHS club is making an impact.
Heart Club is essentially just a high school chapter of the American Heart Association. And the American Heart Association just focuses on raising awareness for heart disease and raising information and kind of spreading awareness about heart health.
The Heart Club has monthly events to spread awareness of heart health to students.
I think it's good to just have that month and just recognize that this is like a big problem in America, and like it goes like a lot of times. I think a lot of people don't really think about it just because it's so common. But I think like by spreading that awareness, like it's good. It can help people be like informed.
The club's next meeting will be on February 25th, where students can learn hands-only CPR.
The importance of American Heart Month is just having a specific time to make sure that more and more people are aware of heart disease. Heart health doesn't just affect, people who already are at risk. People who might be already healthy can get cardiac arrest, so it's just important to be informed.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Isabel Moulter.
Again, the next meeting will be on February 25th at 5 p.m. in the cafeteria.
Since heart disease is the leading cause of death in the U.S., it is so important to bring attention to it.
And my attention was grabbed this year at the Grammys.
Stay tuned, Talent Talk is up next.
Prosper FFA is holding its annual plant sale and farmers market on Saturday, April 12th at the PHS rear parking lot. The event will feature a variety of plants, student-made products, locally produced goods, a fresh cut flower bar, and even a pet adoption station. Save the date!
The 2025 Grammys featured a weird mix of the good, the bad, and the ugly this year.
Christina has more.
Well, guys, this year the Grammys were definitely attention-grabbing. The drama started on the red carpet, where Jaden Smith wore some kind of a black castle on his head, and Bianca Censori's outfit got censored. That's all I can say about that. Later in the award show, Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us won 5 Grammys, which were very well deserved in my opinion. Another winner was Doechii, who scored Best Rap Album for her album Alligator Bites Never Heal, and is only the 3rd black woman ever to win this award. Her speech honoring the past women was so beautiful, and soon after she dropped a single celebrating the win called Nosebleeds. One of the best moments, however, was when Chappell Roan won Best New Artist. This moment is huge in her career, but instead of giving a traditional acceptance speech on stage, this is what she had to say.
Record labels need to treat their artists as valuable employees with a livable wage and health insurance and protection. Labels, we got you, but do you got us? Thank you.
Moving on to a moment that might make me never watch the Grammys again, Beyoncé won Album of the Year. Her fans say it's a long time coming since she was supposedly snubbed from winning it back in 2010, but her album Cowboy Carter is really not that good. I would even say it's bad. On the other hand, her competitor Billie Eilish has so many amazing songs on her album, Hit Me Hard and Soft. It even has 5.6 billion streams on Spotify compared to the 1.6 billion Cowboy Carter has. When Beyoncé's name was announced as the winner, you could tell that Billie Eilish was heartbroken, as most of her fans, including myself, were in that moment. On top of this, Beyoncé also won Country Album of the Year. Suspicious if you ask me. On a more positive note, Rihanna has confirmed that she's not retired, but her new music comes in a form no one expected, a Smurfs movie. The trailer dropped yesterday, with the movie set to hit theaters on July 18th. Signed on in 2023, Rihanna voices Smurfette in this live-action and animated hybrid. The trailer promises new music from Rihanna, but the results are questionable. Check it out.
To save their world, run away. Let's go. They must come to ours. Whoa, where are we? It's Paris. Get out of the way!
The soundtrack also teases the song Higher Love, a collaboration with DJ Khaled, Cardi B, and others. This project marks Rihanna's first new music since 2022's Lift Me Up and Born Again for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so this should be her big comeback. But right now, the whole thing just seems kind of cringy. What do you think of the movie, Nula and Maddie?
Well, Nula, I can happily say I love Smurfs.
I know you do, Maddie, but I have never seen any of the previous Smurf movies, so I really don't know what to think about this.
But moving on from the movie world to the real world, Shemaya Landor reads into an event that's happening right now at the Prosper Library.
I'm here at the Town Hall Library, where you can go on a blind date with a book. If you don't have a date for Valentine's Day this year, you can pick up one of these surprise books. You can go on a date with any genre, not just romance. I'm interested in this one because it's fantasy. These books will be available from now until February 15th. Nula and Maddie, what do you think of this event?
Well, Shemaya, reading might be a great way to spend Valentine's Day for book lovers like me.
Well, maybe for you, Nula, but I prefer to read Candy Hearts.
Well, Maddie, I guess you'll just have to get creative for your Valentine's activities. And luckily, the perfect Prosper business opened up just in time.
Elsa Meyer paints the story of this new creative opportunity for the community.
Thanks, guys. With our town's rapid growth, new businesses are constantly popping up, and one new store is inspiring the community to do it themselves with their unique craft experience. Let's check it out.
I used to do a lot of DIYs at home, and I used to do it for my friends and family, and they liked it, and I used to enjoy a lot. And I wanted to do something for myself. I came across Pinspiration. I love their concept, their theme, and that's how I ended up with them.
While fueling her own creative passions, Miss Bhavna is able to help others connect through the crafts.
It's more of like a family-owned business, it feels like. Like, it feels very personal. It's very one-on-one with a customer. It's just, I absolutely just adore getting to know these people and people who come in and do our projects, and I get to help guide them through these projects.
The shop embraces both customers and staff members as family, allowing for everyone to feel right at home.
There's just a lot of options, and I believe that everybody will find something that they enjoy here. Like, there's something for everyone.
You'll experience a good memory here, create your own beautiful memory by creating something. Just any rainy day, you're at home, you're bored, drop by. You have something fun to do with us.
As one of the newest craft stores in Prosper, Pinspiration provides a brand new creative experience for the community. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Elsa Meyer.
If you're in a crafty mood, be sure to check out Pinspiration at 821 North Coleman Street, across from Reynolds Middle School.
This business seems like a great way to get inspired and express yourself.
And our Prosper athletes express themselves every day through their sports. Stay tuned, Game Time is up next.
It's time to start your morning off right. Get a taste of home with crisp hash browns, specialty pancakes, and more. There's something for people of all ages. Visit Jam and Toast in Frisco today. Family owned, locally loved.
Prosper sports are thriving.
Colton Boston is in studio with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Nula. Kicking off Game Time is our boys and girls soccer team as they first faced off against Allen on Tuesday. Let's head off to Allen to talk about the boys who took home a massive win for the team, winning 2-0. Now going back to Prosper, the girls faced off at Children's Health Stadium and unfortunately didn't have the same results as the boys, losing 4-1. Both teams will continue their season tonight, facing off against the Princeton Panthers at 7:30. The boys will play at Children's Health Stadium and the girls will play in Princeton. Good luck to both teams. Now stepping onto the court, both basketball teams faced off against the Plano West Wolves. Starting off with the girls as they faced off against Plano West, and it wasn't even close as the Eagles won 58-39. This puts their record at 25-7 and making them 21st in the state. Then shortly after, your boys would face off against the Wolves. Now this game was a lot closer than the girls. However, in the end, it would be Prosper getting the win 49-45. Both track and field and swim and dive competed yesterday. However, we are still waiting for results. Now moving over to season starting, softball is officially starting their season next Tuesday against Frisco Wakeland here at PHS. Softball has already started to play in tournaments, with them playing 2 games today in the CFBIS Tournament of Champions. Good luck to them in the tournament. Also starting their season this month is the boys baseball team. Now we'll have to wait officially to watch them hit off their season until the 21st of this month. However, they too have started to scrimmage, as they'll be playing Hebron today at 4:30 here at PHS. Now, being first in district last season definitely adds some pressure to the team. I got to take a look at how the team plans to handle that for this season.
Prosper Baseball, known for its success over the countless years here in Prosper. However, the success the program has had all had to go through one common issue at the start of each season: putting new players in to replace the graduated seniors.
The guys that we have in this senior class, more than any other year that I've been here, have been in that fight for 2 and 3 years. So that's gonna be a big difference between this year's team and last year's team. It's just the amount of experience that our seniors have. And those guys that are stepping in those roles of the seniors we lost last year are very talented. They've always been, great baseball players for us.
I think the guys stepping up might be more athletic. Those guys are older and some of the guys are younger, but it doesn't really matter. We got a bunch of dogs on the team, so everyone stepping up is either better or just as good as the players that left last year.
And the players stepping up on the team have gotten to know Coach Holder's expectations along the way.
Our seniors and those guys that have been with us for 2 or 3 years, they know my expectations and the program's standards and expectations, and our guys do a really good job of grasping a hold of that as they're growing up through the program.
A big thing we're about is details and doing the little things right, coming in every day and doing what we're supposed to be doing. We got a good coach, we have good players, so just making sure we're doing the little things right is all that matters.
But coming off a 31-8 season isn't easy, and the expectation for this year is set.
I think we're a team that can make a serious state run, possibly win a state championship. This is that type of team. So the expectation is going to be high, and I'm just eager to see how we handle it.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Colton Boston.
I'm really looking forward to see how these athletes apply their skills this season.
And a ceramics teacher at PHS applies his skills and talent both in and outside of the classroom.
Riley McDermott spins the story of Mr. Pierce's pottery business.
Teachers at PHS have their own separate lives from their jobs, but one PHS teacher uses the same passion he uses to teach every day in his very own pottery business.
I started it last summer. I've been encouraged by friends and family for several years to do something like this. I just never really have done it.
In Mr. Pierce's business, he makes many different kinds of pottery.
I do a lot of wheel thrown pieces, but it varies. Vases, mugs, mostly some kind of vase form.
And the process for making these art pieces can be lengthy.
So the first thing I do is center the clay. I'll do something called stretching, and then I'll start to press a hole in the middle. I'll open the piece out and make the inside wider. The next thing is called coning. Force the clay out to shape the body of the vase. And that's it. I just take it off the wheel and let it dry.
But all of these complicated steps pay off in the long run, and his students notice it as well.
I think that his experience as a pottery maker definitely makes him a better teacher and more experienced. He gives a lot of great advice. He seems very experienced. I'd buy his pottery, honestly.
While he is a professional, his business is still new.
The whole process is new to me, so I'm learning as I go. I just hope that people enjoy the things I make.
Mr. Pierce uses his talent for pottery in his work life and his personal life every day to share his love for it. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Riley McDermott.
If you're interested in buying any of Mr. Pierce's pottery, he has a shop on Etsy called Brian Pierce Art Design.
Maddie, I'm in ceramics and see Mr. Pierce working on his pottery all the time. It is so impressive.
I bet. Well, that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Once again, I'm Maddie Kep.
And I'm Nuala Adams. Have a great weekend and go Eagles!
Eagles.